back now.
Yeah, I mean, I guess. I would finger blast Jerry's ass so hard. What were you gonna say?
I wanted to talk about how like the bosses in Zelda games have been bullshit.
Oh yeah.
Well, the 3D Zelda games, I mean. Like, I think it's like especially evident in like Twilight Princess. The bosses in Twilight Princess aren't very good in my opinion. They're pretty cool. Like I really like Star-Lord just because like I like the spinner a lot.
I really like Star Wars too.
Well, do you know what the spinner is? Like in Twilight Princess, it's this like little like hoverboardy thing. It's like you ride on like a little like you ride on like a Let It Rip top.
A Beyblade.
Yeah, you ride Beyblade. That's what it's called.
Beyblade.
You ride on like a Beyblade. It's like a little top that can like stick the like little grooves in the wall, like little special grooves in the wall. And like you fight Star-Lord by like going up by like riding up like this spiral thing on the spinner or whatever, and like you gotta jump across it to like hit him. It wasn't a very good explanation because it's kind of hard to explain if you don't know what the area looks like. But like every boss in Twilight Princess only had like maybe one or two like actual attacks. Like I remember like Armagoma, which is like this tarantula like thing that like sticks to the ceiling, and like you gotta like it has like it's like a Queen Goma from this game, but like it looks like an actual spider, and it's got one eye like Queen Goma did. So you like shoot it in the eye. It's on the ceiling, and you gotta like aim your bow at it and shoot it in the fucking eye like every other enemy with a big eye.
Oh yeah.
You gotta wait for its eye to open, shoot it with an arrow, and like you gotta use the Dominion Rod to like possess a statue to like smash it while it's on the ground. But like the only attack Armagoma has is like this like little laser beam thing that like shoots. Okay, so like you gotta wait for it to open its eye, but like if you wait too long while its eye is open, it shoots this little laser beam at you. But that's the only attack it has at all.
Yeah.
Like, that's not a boss. That's a chore.
Maybe Zelda's just always been bad, and you didn't realize it.
Yeah, maybe.
Wait, so you played God of War, right?
No.
Oh. Well,
Why is that? Does that game have dumb bosses too?
Not really. I was gonna say something, but it's a bit of a spoiler. If you want to play it, then I don't want to ruin it for you.
Go ahead. Oh, fuck. Spoiler warning for anybody who wants to play.
Spoiler warning. We'll probably play it on here.
I really like War. Spoiler warning for fuck. Like no.
Well, like that's. While we're on that subject, that's one thing that like would confuse me a lot as a kid because like, Gears of War and God of War had the same abbreviation. So like I would type in GOW, it'd be like GOW walkthrough, and then like wanting to like figure out the walkthrough for like God of War, and then it's like Gears of War walkthrough.
Right.
But
no.
We can play God of War on here. I enjoy it. But towards the end, like you fight Ares, the God of War, obviously.
Right. Yeah.
But all right, so
I guess that didn't do anything.
You show up, and Ares is gigantic, and Kratos opens Pandora's box, and then he grows up too. Like imagine like Mario biting into a mushroom and then growing to be the size of Bowser.
Oh, so
that was
Kratos ripped off Mario.
Oh, not really. Like it's just silly because it's like, all right, so Kratos is fighting Ares. Like Ares is like this huge god, and like I guess it makes sense, like contextually.
Why would Pandora's box make him big?
Because Pandora's box is like magic. I don't fucking know.
Why would it make it? No, Pandora's box has like all the evil in the world inside of it.
He was using it to like fuel his hatred, or I forget what exactly.
Come on.
It might not have even been Pandora's box. It might have been something else. I might not be remembering it correctly. But Kratos used something in this box to fucking grow up Megazord style. Like, he just fucking inflates. Like,
alright, that's not what that wasn't the right word for that, Christian.
What, inflates?
Yeah, why'd you have to say it like that?
I'm sorry. Well, like, you used to watch Power Rangers, right?
Nope.
Wow, you're fucking deprived.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Because, like, basically, like, a villain would show up, and then the Power Rangers would show up outside of their suits.
Okay.
And then the villain would proceed to kick their asses.
Right.
And then they would be like, it's morphin' time! And morph into their suits. And then they would kick the villain's ass. And then, like, Rita or Zed or somebody would show up and be like, this isn't what I planned. And then, like, zap the bad guy and make him grow huge so they would call in the Megazord and fight him. But it was basically like Rita just comes in and zaps Kratos and makes him grow huge enough to fight Ares. Like, it was a cool game. Like, it was a cool fight. But, like, just seeing him, like, grow up, like, Mario style, like, you can...
Make the Mega Mushroom noise.
Yeah, like, if we do play God of War, which I hope to God we do now, when we get to that part, we're going to have to overlay the Mega Mushroom noise onto it. But, like, when we get there, just imagine the Mega Mushroom noise, and it's just, like, hilarious.
What?
I'll show you a clip of it after this, or after we're done recording for the night, and you'll see what I mean. Like, I mean, it's supposed to be a cool part, but it just looks really silly.
I don't know what to do here.
You can try not being an anus.
I mean, I'm trying. That doesn't mean I'm succeeding.
You're wearing the fire tunic. You shouldn't be able to be bornded.
Bornded?
Bornded by the fire.
I don't think that'll work. Nope.
Oh. Use the ice arrow.
I don't have the
Use
ice
Naryu's
arrow.
love.
I don't have that either.
Use the bomb chew.
Oh yeah, I do have the bomb chew. But also fuck you, because what is that supposed to do?
It's supposed to blow it up. It's a bomb chew.
Well, what up?
It.
What it?
It.
What?
It.
It what?
I don't know. Do I look like I know your Zelda games?
I mean, I would expect as much. Oh, that door's
Well, I'm sorry that you had higher expectations than I could deliver on. I'm sorry I can't be perfect, to quote Simple Plan.
Simple Plan?
That came on the other day. Like, not that song, but Simple Plan was on. Actually, earlier today when I was on Pandora.
Why must we bring up Simple Plan every single session we do for anything?
Listen.
What? Yes?
I refrained from bringing it up so much.
What?
Like, I only brought it up once this entire session.
How is it relevant to anything we can talk about?
I don't know. It always leads back somehow.
True.
Because it's like...
Can you imagine being that Goron locked in this cage with this giant fucking spider on the wall?
What if, like, you just get into the cage and you see the Goron, like, smash it against the wall and bite it in half?
And then he gets the token and it's like, no, fuck you.
The one thing I do like, not to say I don't like stuff that Zelda does. One thing I really like about it, though, is, like, the other races, they're inspired, but not, like, straight up, like, copies of other, like, mythical things. Like, you know, like, most fantasy games these days, it's, like, elves, orcs, trolls.
Yeah.
It's, like, Gorons and Zoras.
Yep.
So I thought that was pretty cool. Like, I can appreciate,
Well, like, they kind of make up their own species that are... Well, like, because, like, the Gorons are, like, fire and rock-based.
Right.
And, like, the Zoros are, like, just water-based, not really anything else.
Right. But it's neat, you know?
Yeah, I like it.
Try hitting it with a hammer.
What did the hammer do? If you're right about this, I swear to God. No, that didn't do anything.
Try...
There's, like... Do you see, like, clipping?
What do you mean, clipping? Like, where?
On the ground here. Like, there's, like, those white pixels every once in a while.
No, I don't see it.
I keep seeing it. It's on this... It's, like, right here. See it?
Oh, yeah, now I see
Yeah,
it.
you see that one?
Yeah.
They're gonna play, like, the fucking Song of Time or some bullshit. Oops. There you go. Played it in reverse at first.
See, and, like, alright, so clipping, like, I understand that, like, that's one thing that, I mean, it shouldn't bother me. Oh!
Alright. Alright, yeah. I mean...
Well, like...
Alright.
I mean, clipping as,
I didn't
like...
think that would work. I was just like, oh, you know, maybe Link will die in the fire and then I can end myself.
But, clipping, like, I understand why clipping has to be. Like,
No, I get it.
I'm not a big fan of clipping myself. Like, it it looks a little like.
There we go.
To me, it looks kind of like unprofessional. Like, if it's something like not super noticeable, then it's not a big deal.
There's like clipping in like every animation in Smash Brothers.
Well, like, all right, so like, if it's something like an arm is bending,
Right.
like, and like part of their sleeve, like goes into a part, like if it's not something you see anyway, then that's fine.
Like
But,
that's how all the animations for like Ness and Lucas are in Smash Brothers, where like their legs are like going through their pant legs, so like frequently for like everything they do.
Well, like, if it's something like, okay, I mean, if you're looking really hard for it, then it's...
Wait a second.
What?
I have the big key.
Yes.
Can I just go to the boss and kill the boss? Because I also have the Megaton hammer.
Do it. But, if it's something that,
Can that happen? Is this dungeon over already?
Maybe. If it's something that, like, before you interrupted me.
Sorry.
If it's something that,
Oh, no, I can't get to it, I don't think, because I need that thing to fall down.
Oh.
Shit. Fuck.
If it's something you wouldn't typically notice anyway, as far as clipping, then, that's not a big deal. Like, I can deal with it.
Yeah.
But pretty much every Assassin's Creed game since 3.
The dawn of time.
Since the dawn of time. Well, like, Assassin's Creed 3, you know how, like, the protagonist was Connor, the Native American guy?
Mm-hmm.
He had a bow, and, like, every cutscene, the bowstring would clip through his chest. So, like, it would show a shot of Connor from the front, and then you would see, like, this bowstring go straight through his chest, and it's like, why? Why?
Yeah, why have you failed me again?
And, like, because the one other thing, too, is, like, like, the sword hanging off their side, like, it'll clip through, like...
Yeah.
Like, it'll clip through the cloak, but it'll also clip through their leg.
Yeah.
And, like, I mean, I would understand, like, sometimes, like... Because you can get other weapons. Like, I can understand if it was, like, a weapon they didn't expect you to get, or, like... Since you can customize your robes sometimes, like, if it was a different robe than what they expect you... Like, they would... Like, if they didn't expect you to have the greatest sword in the game, with, like, the schlubby clothes from the beginning, that I can kind of see. But, like, when the basic sword is, like, clipping through your leg and groin on, like, the base...
There we go.
The base, robes, then it just boggles my mind. It's like, if this is something I'm gonna have to look at all the time, and you couldn't even get this right...
Right.
It just annoys me.
Well, like, cause like when something like really gamey happens, like a glitch or some sort, it kind of pulls you out of the experience of like getting sucked into the game like immediately.
Right. Like, I mean, cause like with Legend of Zelda, like sometimes like his sword will clip through his hat, but like,
dude, that's so frequent. Like in Twilight Princess, it's ridiculous that shit, because they made his hat so long in Twilight Princess.
Right.
So like it'll stick through like the Master Sword hilts and like the shield, like just constantly. Like there's no physics on either one of them.
Like, it was something though. Like I feel like, I mean, if it's something I'm gonna have to look at all the time, like maybe I'm just nitpicking, or maybe I'm a complainer.
No, I completely agree. I think it's fucking stupid.
But like, the one thing I really like, alright, I give Destiny a lot of shit, because I had...
You're not the only one.
Like, I sunk so much money into it.
Right.
But the one thing I really liked, sometimes, like, you can sit down, like, it's one of your, like, emotes or whatever, and when you sit down, like, sometimes your robes will go crazy or whatever, because it's, like, colliding with the ground in a weird way.
Yeah.
But, like, that I can forgive, because, like, it's, like, cloth physics, and it, like, acts up. But the one thing I really like that they did with Destiny is, for your sidearms, for certain characters, like,
sidearms is like a weapon?
Yeah, like if you have, like, a pistol, or, like, a hand cannon is, like, your primary, or, like, a pistol is your secondary.
Yeah.
Certain characters, like, if you're playing as the, I think it was the hunter, is the, like, one class, but they've got, like, this cape type thing.
Yep.
But the character will wear their handgun on their side, like, on the side of their leg, so it won't clip through their back. Whereas, like, I always played as a warlock, and they wore their guns on their back because like the bottom of their cloak flared out, so like having their guns on their back, it would never clip through.
So you're saying it was a smart decision?
Yeah, like they did it really well.
Yeah.
They did it in such a way where it wouldn't like purposely clip.
Yeah.
But
At least they thought that far ahead. I mean, Bungie made that, right?
Yeah. And then Activision.
Right. Oh, there's fire down here. You gotta
Yeah.
fucking time it.
Yeah, like
Man, fuck the Master Quest.
yeah, but Destiny. If Activision wasn't involved, Destiny would have been amazing.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What'd they do to it?
All right. So they had an original story written out. And they had this big game planned. And Activision, because Activision was publishing it, they're like, we're gonna give you this astronomically huge budget for like marketing and stuff, and here's your like budget for the game, but here's how much we want you to put in the game because we want to sell DLC.
Right.
So they butchered the game, or like chopped it up so they can sell it as DLC.
Right.
And then
there we go.
it just it ended up like when the game first launched before the first DLC, like it was like Overwatch. You'd play the game and it's like, huh, wow, I wish I knew what the story was
This
to
game
this.
is shitty.
No, I enjoy Overwatch. Like Destiny play is amazing. It just didn't have a story for like the first bit.
Yeah. I don't know what this is, so I'm gonna didn't fire it.
Ooh.
That's apparently what it was.
What if it's a giant blunt? What if it's like a bong? What if it's like a weed?
What if you shut up for 2 seconds?
What if it's like a 420?
A 420. What if it's like a date?
What if it's like a June 9th?
Ah!
Oh! Lizalfos.
Lizalfos.
Lizagan. There needs to be 11 more for it to be interesting.
Right. There we go.
Alright. Once you get up there, we'll probably,
In the episode.
end the
there?
episode,
Alright.
yeah.
There's a hookshot point up here. The door's unlocked. I was gonna say,
If you can look at it.
I was gonna say, is there no door up here?
Alright, well, we're gonna... Whoa. Alright, so we're gonna come back to this.
Alright.
Alright.
Yeah, I can. Yeah. Okay. See you later.
Yep, bye-bye now.
Bye bye.
Give me the sound.